Horses have always been in my family and blood, and so I probably learnt to ride before I even walked. I think work ethic and surrounding yourself with really as good a people and as coaches and etc. is important, and then always having that ability and also the mindset that you're trying to improve and trying to get better, and never try to put yourself on a pedestal and you think you're better than you really are, because there's so much to learn. And every year I keep thinking, oh my god, I hardly know anything, I've got so much to learn. And so it's I don't know, I think that's a great part of the sport. You have to really get the basics right and understand and not skip over stuff with your horse's training or your own training as well, because I believe everybody gets an opportunity, everybody gets a chance, but you've got to make sure when you get that chance that you're ready for that chance and you can take that opportunity. And so if you rush and get there before you're actually ready, then you blow your opportunity, and then you're not sure how many more chances you get. So I think being prepared and making sure that you establish the basics really well is really, really important in our career. Having the right team around you is crucial, and especially if you have more than one horse. I'm very lucky with Emma. She is one of my best friends, and she is great to the horses. She loves the horses more than she loves anybody else, and so she just idolizes them, and she understands that they're sports men as well. They've got a job to do, but she takes really good care of them. With Horseware, we have a great relationship, and Emma is about their biggest supporter. She just thinks it's incredible products. And going back to what I talked about, associating yourself with the best, and that's really is important to me, that my horses are looked after the best. And starting with the blankets, here in America we have big extremes in temperature. We have as cold as it can get, and then it can change very quickly, and making sure that your horse is comfortable in all of those temperatures is really key. You can't really get a horse to win at the highest level if he's not really content and happy in your program. The ones now, I'm really excited. I've probably got as good a bunch of horses as I've ever had now. So we have Mighty Nice and Fernhill Cubalon and Fernhill Fugitive. One of the great things about eventing is that it becomes a partnership with your horse, and so there's literally years and years and years of training goes into these horses, and they actually really trust us as riders. And you don't necessarily need to have a freak of a horse in its ability, but we need to have a horse that's trainable and that can learn everything that it needs to learn, and it becomes a real partner with me as a rider. And so I'm looking for a horse that I can really gel with personality wise. In my life, True Blue Girl would change my life, and because I was fortunate to have a horse that I brought to America that was like him. Like if I brought a horse that was a lesser horse or didn't quite meet what I wanted to do, I'm not sure I would have got where I gotten to. And he gave me a taste of the international competing and where I needed to go with my riding and what I needed to do to get there. Yes, I've been on a lot of Olympic teams and world championships, and I have to say that it is an incredible privilege still for me to represent your country. When you start out as a little kid, you're dreaming about going to the Olympics, and I can put my hand up and say that dreams do come true, because as a little kid I was dreamt about going to the Olympics, and it actually has happened. And so that's pretty neat, and it's a great reward to do it and to be selected. One of the greatest things that can ever happen to you in the sport is to stand on the podium and get a medal, and I've been fortunate to do that, and that's something that I'll cherish and never forget.